So this grasshopper walks into a bar. Bartender says, "Hey, we have a drink named after you." The grasshopper says, "Wow, you have a drink named Steve?" Hey kids, Adam here. Today's video, I want to show you kind of a quick tip to do a really cool vocal panning effect. Let's skip all the babble and head over to Reaper and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Alrighty, here we are in Reaper. This is a song called Rumors from my band on Hive. Put a card somewhere up here for it. Let me just play you this part here. It's coming out of the first verse and chorus into the second verse.
Spinning around on a carousel of memories.
So there's a couple things going on here. The first vocals are spinning around on a carousel of memories. You can hear a little bit of the keyboards after the spinning around part.
Spinning around.
Let me solo that out, make it a little louder. So I want to do something to play off the word spinning. We have the, spinning around. We have the keyboards doing the, little spinny thing. What else can I do? So I thought, let's do a cool panning thing where I go from left to right and left to right on this spinning vocal. So let me solo this out here and let me show you a couple ways to do this. First thing, let me just make the track a little bit bigger. So we can do it manually. If I right click and I want to bring up the pan envelope, I have this orange line here. All the way up is left, all the way down is right. I can hold on the control key and kind of just draw up, down, up, down, up, down. And that's what this sounds like.
Spinning around.
That's one way to do it. I can kind of do it a manual by quarter notes. So if you highlight a section here, and let's just say highlight from beat 1 to beat 2, and then go over to the pan knob way over here and move this, it will create an automation based on this selection. So I could say make this all the way left, and then I go to beat 3 here, move this down, move this all the way right. This is not, it's just not very easy to work with. And then one last one here. And then, if I play it.
Spinning around.
The problem with that is it's a hard pan, so it's immediately left, immediately right, and back and forth. Doesn't sound that great. There's another way to do this. I'm going to clear the envelope here. And there's Reaper has a feature called LFO Modulation. So if I add a new plugin here, and there's a really good one, it's the JS Volume Pan Smoother V5. What I want to do is I want to touch the pan control. So all I do is click the mouse on it. I don't move it or anything. Hit parameter, click on this parameter modulation / MIDI link, and it brings up this dialog. So I want to click on LFO. Sine shape is fine. There's a number of different shapes. You can do square is basically what we just did with the drawing. Saw left is kind of almost how we did originally. Saw right is similar. Triangle is kind of up and down like this. I'm going to leave it at sine right now. I want to sync it to the tempo. And I'll just leave that as default. I don't want to make the strength 100%. I do want to change this direction to centered. And now listen to what it did.
Spinning around.
That's cool. That's exactly what I wanted to do. And then if we play in the mix here, back up a little bit.
Spinning around.
You hear that it modulates the pan back and forth. And if I close this out, you can see the pan is going back and forth. If I had more audio in this track, it would do it for the whole thing. On top of the pan, let's say I want to give it like almost that like Leslie speaker, real fast tremolo sound. You can do the same thing here. I can click volume, click parameter, click the modulation MIDI link again, I want to enable this and click LFO. We'll leave it at sine. We'll do a tempo sync, but now I want to do it as fast as possible. So this is going to be 0.25 or a quarter of a quarter note, which is 32nd, 64th, somewhere in there. Leave the strength at 100%. Put the phase all the way up to 1 and leave this at centered. And now this is what this sounds like.
Spinning around.
It just kind of gives it that extra effect. I don't know that I would actually use the volume one in this. I really like it with just the pan. Just this sound here.
Spinning around.
And then back to the original vocal.
On a carousel of memory.
So that is it. That is the quick auto panning trick using Reaper's built-in stock plugins and the LFO with a sine wave. There's a lot of different applications for it. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you use it. Otherwise, please click the subscribe button. Looking like YouTube is showing me only about 30% of you who watch these videos are actually subscribed. It would really help me, boost my tiny little ego there a little bit. If you'd subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell thing. Leave me a comment down below, share the video, and have an amazing week. See you next time. Random might actually work.
Spinning around.
Or not.